Welcome to Modern Society Explained Like You're Not an Idiot. I'm Dr. 𝐸𝐻𝐻. Let's begin. Let's start with a simple observation. We live in the most educated, information-rich era in human history. And yet somehow, everyone thinks they're a genius now. Not informed, not curious, a genius. And today I'm going to explain why. Here's the first problem. Access to information has been confused with understanding. At no point in human history has knowledge been easier to access. You have the sum total of human information in your pocket. And yet, knowing where information is not the same as knowing what it means. Googling an answer does not equal comprehension. Watching a 30-second video does not equal expertise. And reading half a headline does not equal doing your research. But modern society treats it like it does. We don't say, I learned about this. We say, I looked it up. As if the act of searching itself is intelligence. It isn't. It's navigation. The second issue is what I call confidence inflation. Confidence used to come after competence. Now it comes before, sometimes without any competence at all. Why? Because social media rewards confidence, not accuracy. You don't get likes for saying, I'm not sure, let me check. You get likes for saying, this is how it is. Preferably loudly, preferably angrily, preferably with a ring light. This creates a system where the most confident voice appears to be the smartest, even when it's the least informed. And over time, people start mistaking volume for validity. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger effect. In simple terms, people who know very little tend to be very confident. People who know a lot tend to hesitate. Why? Because knowing more exposes how much you don't know. Experts say, it's complicated. Amateurs say, it's obvious. And modern platforms aggressively promote the second group because it's obvious is faster, simpler, and more emotionally satisfying. Nuance does not perform well. Certainty does, even when it's wrong. Another issue, speed. Modern content moves too fast for thinking. Thinking takes time. Algorithms hate time. So what survives? Hot takes, simplifications, false certainty. We no longer ask, is this true? We ask, does this feel right? And feelings are faster than facts. If something confirms your identity, your politics, or your worldview, it feels intelligent even when it isn't. This is how misinformation spreads without people feeling stupid. They feel smart. They feel validated. They feel seen, which brings us to the next problem. Beliefs are no longer about truth. They're about identity. People don't defend ideas anymore. They defend themselves. So when you challenge someone's belief, you're not debating facts. You're threatening their self-image. And nobody reacts calmly to that. This is why discussions turn hostile so quickly. This is why correction feels like an attack. This is why everyone doubles down instead of reconsidering. Being wrong today doesn't mean I learned something. It means I am something. And that is psychologically unbearable for most people. The final consequence is this. Expertise has been downgraded to just another opinion. A scientist, a teacher, a doctor, and a random guy with a microphone are treated as equal voices because equality of access has been mistaken for equality of knowledge. And when everyone's opinion is valid, expertise becomes optional, experience becomes elitism, education becomes arrogance, and ignorance becomes authenticity, which sounds democratic, but isn't. It's chaos dressed as freedom. So no, people aren't necessarily dumber than before. They're more confident, less reflective, and constantly rewarded for speed over substance, which creates the illusion of intelligence without the discipline that real intelligence requires. In the next episode, we'll talk about how mental health language, TikTok psychology, and algorithmic incentives turn diagnoses into personalities. Yes, that episode. This was episode 1 of Modern Society Explained Like You're Not an Idiot. Episode 2 is already up. ADHD, autism, and TikTok psychology. Watch it. You'll recognize people.